Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. This is Jason over here at Signature Esports. Qualifying is underway for the Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series, brought to you by Signature Esports, of course, and always 46branding.com. A dog named Hank, pet toys on Amazon, and of course, Ray's Energy Drink. Thank you all so very, very much. I appreciate each and every one of you out there racing as you look at the relative update according to qualifying standards. We're going to have our heats. Things are going to be interesting. And then, of course, our main feature is going to have 24 drivers in it. Mr. Dean Kenzie, it's a pleasure to see you out there. Sean Conklin, of course, and always. Michael Newbrow, Daz, I see that. And that's exactly what we're going to get into here in just a second. I want to go over the reason why we have what we have. The Brit C Montgomery Memorial Drive at Lanier, Week 2 for the Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series, brought to you, of course, by Signature Esports. Go to signatureesports.com for more information about what we do and how we do it. Shop online over there as well, and you can donate to the stream. All the donations that we get today, all the tips that we get today, we're going to put together, and we're going to send off to whatever I don't know if they have a GoFundMe yet or what they have going on, but we're going to make sure to send them all the money that we raised tonight. So get your pocketbooks out and donate. It's going to help with the expenses that, of course, they've accrued over the course of what they have going on right there. So many prayers to the family out there as well. Burnt Rubber Podcast, appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much for being out there. Let's talk about what we've got going on with Brit. There is some pictures you're going to see go up right there. We're going to talk about him just a little bit. The dirt track racing community has lost a living legend in, of course, the Dirt Street Stock Series, or the Dirt Series racing as an official, and of course as just an amazing human being. Friends with, of course, the Real Racing Online founder, Michael Woolley, was a mentor to Michael for 27 years, and Mr. Montgomery passed away this morning. He was not only a great friend, but also a true family member, and very, very fortunate family man, of course, and always officiating and, of course, calling local dirt series races. Brit C. Montgomery, our prayers are with you and also with his family out there. Thank you very much for joining us over here, and we're going to take a moment of silence for Brit C. Montgomery. And the world is without a living legend. We appreciate everybody out there tuning in. I do give my best condolences, of course, to the Montgomery family for this trying time in their lives. But without Brit, there wouldn't be any racing. So Dean Kenzie out there, thank you very much. Burnt Rubber Podcast, absolutely wonderful. Burnt Rubber Podcast, a part of our Wheeland Modified Series, our sponsor, one of our broadcast sponsors over there as well. We got a nice little partnership going on, but without it, we have to have racing, and of course, iRacing is the platform that we're using. Jacob Todd's going to win the pole for the first heat. We're going to have a few heats, and then we're going to move on to the Consi, and then on to the feature. 24 drivers are going to go to the feature. In here, it's going to be the top two are going to move on. Then we're going to have the consolation races where the top four move on. And that is how that's going to be. But Jacob Todd's going to be right there. Swede Melgaard's back in action this week. Matthew Belt's in there as well. Timothy Tinson. Nate Walker Jr. There is Brett Fuller. Daniel Helm, my buddy over at, of course, and always don't hit me. Bradley Jacob Dunson is out there with the 33 Dark Horse Racing. And Jeff Rogers is on board. Mr. Todd is going to lead everybody around. There is no bumping. There are no fast fixes. There's nothing. These guys are going to be ready to rock and roll. And yeah, cautions don't count whenever they first get things underway. So after it's all said and done, that is how they're going to get things underway. So there's a look at the starting grid. Many prayers to all of the family out there. Many prayers to each and every one of you. Thank you very much, King Rooster. That Prime subscription, that's $5. That's going to go right to the fantastic Montgomery family. That's the start of it. Keep all of those pocketbooks going. I will continue to watch my my donations page that I have up on my phone as well. We'll make sure that we get all of those donations over to the family. Thank you very much for tuning in. Dirt Street Stock Series Action Real Racing Online. My name is Jason. I love what I do, and I love that you want to join us and help us out. We appreciate what we have. Getting ready to get things underway. Heat 1, 6 laps is what they're going to run. And they're going to have a couple of little lamps around here. Todd right there on the inside. You've got Melgard to the outside. Tenson's there. Belt's there. We've got Walker and Fuller. Dunson's going to start back there as well on the outside of Helm. And Mr. Rogers, he decided to take up the rear end of it. So you're going to see the lights go here in just a little bit. Dennis Anderson, out there. Good show tonight. Good to see you, Dennis. Cody Kinsey, of course, waiting for his chance to race in here, the notorious number 11 Race Energy Machine. All of our Real Racing Online, as they take the green flag, Fred the Flagman says, go, go, go. He is ready to go. Heat 1 is underway. Race Energy Drink is what Real Racing Online is brought to you by. Make sure you go to the link in the description down there. Put in SIG eSports as your promo code, and you'll get some extra money off. A little bit of a wrecking going on in the back there, but still nothing going. The 95 of Todd out front. Melgard and Tenson are right behind him. They're going to be basically nose to bumper coming into the corner right there, and turn 3, turn 4 looks pretty clean. They are rocking and rolling, continuing to roll forward side by side as they enter into turn 1 on the exit of turn 2. The 95's got a nice little lead right there. Small little gap going, 0.2 of a second, but they are driving hard. Lap 3 being completed under green flag conditions. They are rounding around turn 4, coming across the start-finish line. Todd is still there. Nose to bumper, Todd and Melgard, there they are on the inside. There's a nice little battle going back there for 3rd and 4th. Tenson and Belt, they are trying to run each other over to get to the front. Top 5 within 1 second of each other. Lap 5 being completed. 2 laps to go right here in Heat 1. Indestructible rubber ball, white flag getting ready to wave as they enter turn 3. Going on the exit of turn 4, there's Melgard. There is Todd. The 95 and the 015 come across the start-finish line, and the a dog named Hank, white flag waves for Heat 1. There's 95 of Todd right there on the backstretch, doing a great job of keeping his distance between Melgard, just trying to get to the feature. Top 2 going to the feature right here, and they are right there neck and neck. 1-2 goes Todd, Melgard, Tenson, Belt. Fuller is your top 5. Daniel Helms out there as well. In 6th place, Walker, Dunson, and Rogers. All 9 cars finish in the heat. And they're going to be back to it here in just a little bit. Mr. Stifler looks like he is going to be the guy to lead them around. Really enjoyed the truck race last night, says King Rooster. Dusty Applin, by the way. Hey, appreciate you, man. Yeah, absolutely. You're I saw you out there. Absolutely. Prayers to the family out there on Twitch. Thank you very much. Stephen Burrow, condolences to the Montgomery family. Out there on Facebook, Stephen Burrow out there. Dan Stifler, Team Dirt Warrior, the number 71, is going to be leading everybody around. I want to make sure that we get the car numbers up here. There we go. There it is. Everybody's getting set to run. They're being followed around. There's Stifler. There's Rinker. Zach Rinker, the number 60. He is up there in his Barbie mobile. Garrett Marshall, the 789, is in there. Blake Doyle, Kyle Jared, Jack Webb. Then we have Nathan Reeves, Joseph McCarthy, and Dennis Anderson, 04. Mr. Anderson, it's good to see you out there. Hard to see the lineup. That's Sorry about that. Trying to do my best. We had to reset everything for the because STK Gaming decided they were gonna the folder was just kind of gonna disappear on me. So do apologize about that. We're gonna roll with what we have today, and we'll improve it for next week. Dave's towing on the back of the 04. Dennis Anderson out of Ocala, Florida. Or Sala, Florida, I believe. Stands are packed tonight, says Bradley Jacob Dunson, as the green flag waves. And Reeves and Anderson get a little bit into each other in the back. You're going to see it on the relative right there. There is the Stifler. As Stifler's mom looks like he is going to be all over the place. Totally kidding. Just I had to say it. Rinker losing a little bit of ground right there, trying to use the high line. Stifler's going to lead around. There is the 71. And Marshall is up there, 789. He finished. He was started right behind Mr. Stifler, Mr. Don Stifler, the number 71. And the start not so good for Zach Rinker, who started on the outside, trying to use that high line to make things work for him. Garrett Marshall, Blake Doyle, and Kyle Jarrett are going to be in the top three. The ground's starting to dry up. Love these streams. Jacob Kinsey, you can't find an email for me to get some decals to run on your car. Oh, yes, we need to do it here. I'll put it in there. It's going to be that right there as Stifler continues to run around the track. I'll put it in the... That is my email address if you guys would like to get a hold of me. If you want some stickers or some decals for Signature Esports to put on your cars, I would appreciate that. It's always good things. Lap 5 being completed, the 46 branding, a white flag comes out, and Stifler still leading 0.4 of a second over Marshall. There is Boyle, Jared, Rinker, and Webb continuing to run the laps around. Extra points for winning a heat. Some good things to say the least, and looks like Stifler's going to lead around. So Stifler wins heat 2 as Stifler, Marshall, Boyle, Jared, Rinker. That's your top 5. Webb, McCarthy, Anderson, and Reeves. They finish out the rest of the lineup right there. Shane Yates loading in for us right there. The grid for the Brit C. Montgomery Lanier Heat 3. Looks like Shane Yates, the number 28, is going to lead the pole position around. Jackie Whaley is out there. Cade Gailey and Eric Dorsey's going to make up row 2 in that 08. Cody Kenzie, we were talking about him just a little bit ago, the number 11. He is 5th in this heat. Michael Woolley, the man, the myth, the legend, the Midwest Maniac himself, is in 6th place. Eric Schaefer, they call him Big Shave, Drinking Bros Racing. That man is going to start on the inside in row 4. David Afazio out there, the New York driver. And you see me, but I am not driving. I am here. Kayla M. Williams, you see it out there. They're going to get things underway. They're going to start pacing around for 2 laps, and we're going to be back to green flag racing here in just a moment. You're welcome, Jacob Kinsey. I appreciate you. And thank you, Untouchable Mike. Schaefer, Woolley, and Kinsey all in the same race. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure, as you see the kamikaze paint schemes all over the place back there. Darren Hayes, we appreciate you. I do appreciate you out there. $5 coming from Darren Hayes. That's going to go directly to the family out there. We do appreciate you very much. You're going to see my business, which is Jay's Signature Photography, Signature Media, and Printing. That's what you're going to see whenever you donate to that link. We put it up there just for this purpose. Signature Esports is a conglomerate of Signature Media and Jay's Signature Photography. Appreciate it. Adeline says, go, Daddy. As far as Cody Kinsey goes, Kayla Williams out there. Fantastic to see you again. Tony Kivett, appreciate you, my friend. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Pace truck is off, and Fred's going to say it right here. Green, green, green. Shane Yates, Jackie Whaley, and Cade Gailey as everybody gets into the turn. They are 4 wide coming out of the turn 2. They straighten themselves out. We're going to start seeing a move and shake. The 06 of Whaley going to try to make it work. The 28 of Yates is out front. There's the 27 of the 08. There's the 06 right there in second place. Whole lot of fun shaking. Lap 2 being completed under green flag conditions. Of course, there are no cautions during the heat races or the consolation races. Only cautions you're going to see are going to be in the believe they're just going to be in the feature, and the laps do not count. So Yates, Whaley, Dorsey, Gailey, Kinsey, and Woolley. You're going to see Schaefer make his way up. David Fazio is back there. I'm not in the race. Of course, that says out. There's Cody Kinsey. He is trying to make the inside line work back there. Back in where Cade Gailey is right there, the number 27. You're seeing that bright red street stock, that monster machine trying to keep this thing in line. 1, 2, 3 of Yates, Whaley, and Dorsey. They are putting the pressure on each other up front. There goes, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, moving himself up to 5th place. He's got Cody Kinsey right behind him. Lap 5 being completed right now, as you see Yates still leading, coming up front, coming across the front stripe, and you're going to have the Raise Energy white flag going to be taken right here in Heat 3 with Yates out front. Dorsey and Whaley trying to fight it off back there. These guys are trying to make moves. They're coming into turn 3, turn 4, and who's going to make it off cleanly? They are going to see it right here. Yates going to take it to the finish line in first. Dorsey, then Whaley, Gailey, and Woolley. That's your top 5. Cody Kinsey, Eric Schaefer, and David Fazio finishes out the top 8. And Heat 4 is about to get underway, so another Heat for you. 8 drivers in this one. We got some Hobbs up front. Tony Hobbs and Lindsey Hobbs. That is where things are going to be loading in. Take a look at the grid for you. Of course, brought to you by 46branding.com. Tony Hobbs is going to be your pole sitter for this heat. Lindsey Hobbs right outside. Sean Hayes, Earl Baxter, Trevor Mattingly, and then Robert Parrott. He is out there. That's your 3rd row for you. Stephen Burrow, that Australian driver, out there to compete with Ace Thruitt right there in the back. These guys are getting ready to grid as, we're going to have some more green flag racing right here. We do appreciate everybody being involved. If you want to get one of those indestructible rubber balls out there, a dog named Hank Pet Toys on Amazon. Go to Amazon.com. Appreciate you very much. She is singing. Dean says tell Adeline to go to bed. She is singing Daddy Shark right now and watching Cody. Sleep is not in her schedule yet. That's so funny. Go other Sean, says Sean Conklin out there. So Sean Hayes getting rooted on. You're going to see it right here, the 21, the 12, the 35, the 41, the 38, 34, 45, and a 333 of Ace Thruitt. That is how this is going to line up. 8 drivers and a whole lot of action. Pace truck drives off the track right here at virtual Lanier. Green flag's going to wave. Hobbs and Hobbs, you're going to see them take that turn. A high line for Lindsey Hobbs. There's the 21, has Hayes right behind him. Tony Hobbs and Sean Hayes. Sean Hayes trying to make the inside line work right there. A nice little 4-way battle going on as the 35, or listed as 0, you see him down there. Mr. Hayes is making that line stick. There is Hobbs, Hayes, Hobbs, Baxter, Mattingly. That's going to be your top 5. Nice low line driving coming around to the front stretch. You're going to see lap 3 started right here. Heat 4 of the Real Racing Online Brit C Memorial near drive. They are driving off, and they are making that turn their own. Coming across the start-finish line once again, you're going to see them. The Hobbs out front. There's Hayes, and then Lindsey Hobbs right behind. There is Earl Baxter in 4th place. They've only got 3 laps to do it, and they're about done with that lap before the lap. There is the 21 of Hobbs making his line as perfect as possible to keep Hayes at bay. Sean Hayes trying to make the inside line work right there, trying to get a better drive off, doesn't get it as he comes around to the backstretch. You're going to see turn 3 a little bit more aggressive. The dirt is flying, the track starting to slick up. You're seeing everything work, and there it is. Hayes makes the line work just a little bit better. Hobbs not doing it justice. The 46 branding white flag is going to make Lindsey Hobbs coming through the traffic right there. Not sure what happened with Tony Hobbs, but he falls all the way to the back, and the checkered flag is going to wave on Hayes. Lindsey Hobbs comes home second. They're going to move on to the feature. Baxter, Mattingly, and Parrott. That makes up your top 5. Then we have Burrow, Thruitt, and Hobbs. The C main about to get up and underway. Burnt Rubber Podcast. That list you just rambled off like that. Impressive. The list of numbers, absolutely appreciated. Sean Conklin out there. Appreciate you getting out there and running with everybody. The man, the myth, the legend. There is Mr. Michael Woolley loading in. Dark Horse Racing, number 13 here in this feature. Let's take a look at what the grid's going to do for you. Timothy Tinson, the number 30, is going to be the pole sitter for the C-Main. Jackie Whaley out there ready to run the second race. Matthew Belt, the number 14. Cade Gailey, the number 27. That's going to be your row 2 for you. Brett Fuller, Michael Woolley's going to be in the 6th right there. Row 3, Daniel Helm and Cody Kinsey in row 4. Nate Walker Jr., Illinois driver, is going to be right there with Eric Schaefer out of Virginia Drinking Bros Racing. That's row 5 for you. Bradley Dunson and David DeFazio. That is who's going to line up right there. And I do believe Jeff Rogers is going to bring up the tail end. He's going to start at the end of the longest line. 13th place driver back there ready to start things underway. Out of New York. And pacing around, C-Main about to get underway. Brought to you by Raise Energy Drink. Go to repsports.com. Use promo code. There's a link in the description or in the chat right there. Make sure you go to that link and get everybody involved. Use promo code SIG eSports. Of course, you get a nice discount. A little bit comes our way. Untouchable Mike, thank you very much for the 2-month subscription. Or resubscribe for 2 months. I'll tell you what, we're going to donate that as well. Thank you very, very much for doing that. So we've up to roughly about $20 right now, so we appreciate you guys doing that. Green flag waves and 10 laps is what the consolation races are going to be. Tinson trying to wheel that car. Oh, after a little blink. Not sure what's going on. Hopefully he straightens it out, but Jackie Whaley pulls ahead. That 06 is now right there on the outside of the 30. Tinson is losing just a little bit on the ground. That midline starting to work a little bit better as the dirt has started to push up the track. They're going to start seeing these guys get closer, or these drivers closer and closer to the wall. There goes Whaley, Tinson, Gailey, Belt, and Woolley. There is Fuller right there as well. They are side by side racing all the way back there in 5th and 6th place. There is Brett Fuller right there trying to make that 63 stick to the inside of the track. Michael Woolley using the outside line, just trying to make the feature, and that's what they are going to work on right here. I believe the top 6 are going to go to the feature. If my math is correct, they are going to continue to run these laps down. A little bit of issue for Mr. Woolley, but that is straightening itself out. Jackie Whaley is still out front by almost a full second over the field. Tinson right behind in the number 30. Gailey is right there. You've got the 06, 30, 27, 14, and the 13 of Michael Woolley. Looks like he was in and out of there. There is Mr. Fuller as well. Those guys trying to make that line work, so Fuller trying to make 6th place work for him. The dirt is getting thick. Full send, says Kivett. Sean Conklin says out there, top 8, top 8, yo feature. That's what it is. There we go. Dennis Anderson out there. There is the 06, the 30, the 14, the 27, and the 13. That's going to be your top 5. We're looking for a top 8 currently all the way down to 8th place is going to be the 22 of Mr. Rogers. There is Kinsey right in front of him. Battle for 4th going on as a lap 8 being completed. There is Matthew Belt and the 27 of Cade Gailey right there as well. Michael Woolley is still sitting there in 13th place. A whole lot of fun. And a reminder that with this feature, or with the feature, the winner of the feature is going to get an extra $15 to take home with him, courtesy of Cody Kinsey out there. Appreciate him in honor of the Brit C Memorial. Lap 9 being completed right here. And now Jackie Whaley is going to take the 46 branding white flag right here at Lanier in the C-Main. 8 go to the feature, wanting to be a part of it. Jackie Whaley taking the last turn on to turn 4. Front stretch, nice and easy as Whaley wins the C-Main. Tinson comes home second. Gailey, Belt, Woolley, that's your top 5. Rogers, Fuller, Schaefer, they're going to make it to the feature. Cody Kinsey fell back to 9th place. David Afazio in 10th. Dunson, Helm, and Walker, they are out of and now are not going to make it to the feature. B-Main's coming up right here. take a look at the grid. Blake Doyle is going to lead everybody to the start-finish line on the first lap. Burnt Rubber Podcast. This track is at its best when the groove goes all the way up to the wall and the drivers have you go searching. It's getting close, and I'm starting to get deeper into the stream. I appreciate you very, very much out there, Burnt Rubber Podcast. Walter, Mr. Aiden Hill, how you doing out there, buddy? Ian, good. Go Trash Panda. That's what I see that out there. Absolutely fantastic. Blake Doyle has the pole position. Errol Baxter is going to start on the outside in that number 41 machine. Kyle Jarrett, the 045. Trevor Mattingly, Zach Rinker, Robert Parrott. That's your top 6 or your first 3 rows. Jack Webb and Stephen Burrow are going to start on the 4th row. Joseph McCarthy, Ace Thruid, Dennis Anderson, and Tony Hobbs. That is going to make up your first 6 rows. We're going to move all the way back. 7 rows. Let me get my math correct. And then Nathan Reeves, and I'm not in it. So Nathan Reeves is going to be the last car on the outside on the longest line, the number 73, Mid-South driver. Pacing around, and they're ready to go racing. B Main for the Brit C Memorial Lanier Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series. Right here. Good job, Cody, Walter, Aiden, I appreciate you, buddy. Sean Conklin out there, appreciate you, buddy. You have just joined Rich and Jesse Fetro out there. Fantastic. Thanks for joining. If you want to be a part of the Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series, make sure you go to iRacing.com, look for leagues, look for Real Racing Online. You're going to be able to see it, or RRO. Michael Woolley is the founder of it, and I am his biggest supporter, probably one of his biggest fans right there. The Midwest Maniac himself. He is going to the feature. Green flag's going to wave. Fred the Flagman says green, green, green. Baxter, Doyle, Mattingly, Jared, Parrott, Rinker, Webb, Burl. That's the 8 right now. You're seeing some side-by-side racing. Hard into it. They are ready to go. There is Doyle trying to make the inside line work. Baxter takes the lead. He has Mattingly right there, the number 34. Whole lot of fun to be had as Baxter comes around. The number 41 Texas driver uses the backstretch. Lap 2 being completed. Right here, Mattingly continuing to run. Right there on the inside, Jared right there on the outside. The 045 trying to make moves and get to the front of the pack. Doyle and Rinker, Robert Parrott's right there, Jack Webb and Anderson. All of those guys trying to make it stick. Inside run for Mattingly, trying to get that extra groove, kicking that rear end around like he is riding a horse. Those stirrups are just a little bit slick as that inside line is what everybody seems to be using, but the ground being gained by Jared using that middle to mid-high line right there. You see how his nose and everything is just sticking to it. We're going to take a look at the rear bumper of these cars as things start to unwind and unfold. Gearbox of the 41, you see how close these guys get. Nice little drive off. Baxter right there on the rear bumper of Mattingly. And I mean right there on it. That dirt is continuing to fly. Thank you, Sean Conklin, for cheering out there. Thank you, Tony, for cheering the bits out there. All of that's going to be going. Rubber Ducky, thank you for being out there and cheering us on. Thank you, everybody, for following the new channel, or following this channel. Right here, lap 7 being completed. A lot of things shaking up. We're going to take a look. There's Baxter right there. Baxter, Mattingly, and Jared. Jared had a lot of ground to make, and now everybody's kind of slightly moved their lineup. There's the 41 and the 34, the 045. There's the 00 of Doyle and the 60 of Zach Rinker. That's your top 5. Webb has moved himself up over Parrott in that 6th place. There goes Baxter and Mattingly trying to make that outside line work just a little bit. He's going to get a nice little runoff, get right to the back bumper of Baxter. Baxter still leading right here. Lap 9 being completed. Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series is absolutely underway. The 41 continuing to make things work. All they got to do is have the top 8 make it in. McCarthy falling all the way back. Ace threw it back there as well. Nice battle going on. 7th and 8th keep switching. A dog named Hate White Flag's going to wave right here. They are coming around the backstretch. You're going to see Baxter right there on the inside. Mattingly trying to make that stick. He's going to come around. Nice drive off. Who's going to beat it to the line? Close finish as they come around. Looks like Baxter is going to take it, and he's going to win as he nails the cone after the fact. Baxter, Mattingly, Jared, Boyle, Rinker, Anderson, Reeves, and Parrott, they move on to the feature. Burrow, Webb, Hobbs, Thruid, and I missed the opportunity for the rest of them. Terribly, terribly sorry. Here's how the grid's going to work for the feature. Lap 10, Rich and Jesse Fetro, appreciate you out there. Tony Kivett, drinking bros. Cody Kinsey, appreciate you. Lap 8, Lap 9, Richie and Jesse Fetro, we do appreciate you very much out there. Can't wait till you get the car done, says Cody Kinsey Giffen out there. Jacob Todd's going to lead him to the start of this race. Dan Stifler, Team Dirt Warrior, he's going to be there as well. Shane Yates, the number 28, Sean Hayes, they are also going to start on the inside road. There's Swede Melgard, the 015, the 789 of Garrett Marshall. Eric Dorsey, the 08, Lindsey Hobbs, the 12. Jackie Whaley and Earl Baxter, they're going to make up row 5 for you. Timothy Tinson and Trevor Mattingly, they are going to make up row 6. Moving on down the line, Cade Gailey, the number 27, Kyle Jarrett, the 045. They are going to make up row 7. Row 8 is going to be Matt Belt and Blake Doyle. Michael Woolley and Zach Rinker, they're going to start outside of each other. Jeff Rogers, Dennis Anderson, Brett Fuller, Nathan Reeves, Eric Schaefer, and Robert Parrott. That makes up your entire feature right there. Absolutely fantastic night for the Brit C Memorial, or the Brit C Montgomery Memorial Lanier Dirt Street Stock Series, brought to you by Real Racing Online, Signature eSports, Reese Energy Drink, and of course 46branding.com, FOURTYY, because they may have a U in the name, but they have classic swag for the classic person in mind. Go there and check all that stuff out. Also affiliated with No Limit Racing out there. Make sure you check out their race gear. If you want to check out our race gear, go to signatureesports.com. Click the shop. You can buy one of our classically designed shirts based off things that have been said in the broadcasts. And not only said in the broadcasts, but other drivers have been involved with helping create. Pace truck is off. Cautions are on. Stifler is out there, going to lead them all. And we're looking for clean racing as they continue. 30 laps is what the feature is going to be. Here we go, 95 right there the inside. Stifler is going to get a run on the outside. The 71 doing a fantastic job. The more cars you have, the more chance of carnage. Carnage is the way it goes, and that's where it is. We are underway. Caution is going to come out. And we kind of figured that was going to happen just a little bit. James Pierce out there, thank you very much. $15 coming to us. Gonna see why. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody out there. Come on, Big Shave. Sub to Sig Esports. Thank you very much, Rich and Jesse Fetro out there. We do appreciate that. James Pierce registering, of course, for it. Get it, says Jesse Pierce. We're gonna go back. We're gonna take a look at what happened there to bring out the caution. Here it is right here. They were getting into, that's just people getting into each other. Let's, Jackie Whaley, looks like that was where it was. Here's a look at Jackie Whaley. That's the 06 right there. They're getting ready to turn into the corner. Oh, it looks like two drivers got into each other and then just havoc. But I can tell you that was nothing. I don't know why the yellow flag came out, but apparently it did. iRacing sometimes makes sense, sometimes they don't make sense. Not sure why. But back to it. Live conditions brought to you by SDK Gaming. Oof, says Rich and Jesse. Appreciate you. Go Michael Woolley, Zach Rinker, and Eric Schaefer, says Shane White out there on Facebook. Tony Kivett says full send, of course, and always. Back to it again. Back to green flag racing. The 71 of Stifler is out there. I'm sorry, of Jacob Todd, 95 of Jacob Todd, Dan Stifler, the number 71. They are battling hardcore. We're going to take a longer look at what is going on right here. Battle for fourth. Getting interesting. Lap 5 being completed under green flag conditions. Caution is going to come out one more time as looks like things are going to update. Caution laps do not count, so you're going to see the relative kind of jump around and do some funny things. I think I can change that on here where caution laps do not count. I'll have to find that. Just a second. I know it's here somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. Appreciate everybody out there joining us right here. And they're going to get back to being settled in, and a whole lot of fun's going to be had, and just going to be awesome. Awesome. Connecting our Twitch channel. Thank you everybody out there, of course, and always as well. We're going to get line back up, and things are going to be fun. Just trying to find where things are, where the caution laps. I want to make sure that the relative lines up correctly. And it wasn't doing it for me. So back to green, though. Fred the Flagman says, go, go, go. The 95 of Todd is right there. They are back to it again. The 95 and the 71 out there. Whole lot of fun to be had. There is Jacob Todd, Dan Stifler, Shane Yates, and, of course, Sean Hayes. They are working it 1 through 5. Whole lot of dirt track action. Lap 3 being completed. Green flag conditions. Lap 4 underway. There's Stifler and Todd. A whole lot of shaking, whole lot of fun. Caution comes out. Looks like Dennis Anderson involved in that one. Here is a look at what we just saw. Dennis Anderson gets around. Oh, and the 41 looked like he had gotten around right there. That was Eric Baxter. Robert Parrott was involved. Let's take a look and see. Some extra bumping and banging. There's the 71. Team and Dirt Warrior. Everybody enjoying the session. Appreciate everybody for continuing to be out there and continuing to watch. Excuse me. Green, green, green. That's absolutely, yep. It's technically Dirt Street Stock Series. Let's get back to live conditions. I know they're getting ready to be going here in just a second, as you're going to see the relative update here in just a second. And back to it again. They are. Here's Jacob Todd getting things back underway. Fred the Flagman says, go green, 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 and they are off like a prom dress. Trying to get things settled in. Lap 5 being completed under green flag conditions. Settling in to what they are doing. Whole lot of fun to be had. Let's get rid of a little bit of excess information right there. Turn 3, turn 4, lap 6 being completed. Green flag conditions. Jacob Todd out front. Long look at what we've got going on right here. Todd, Stifler, Hayes, Yates, Marshall. That's your top 5 right now. Quickly, things are changing ever so slightly. Patience being the key. Lap 7 being completed, coming across the start-finish line. Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series brought to you by Ray's Energy Drink. Todd, Stifler, Hayes, Yates. Rep Sports as also an affiliate of them. So that promotional code is good for every single one of those. As you're seeing these guys completely, or these drivers completely tear up the course. Midline starting to work for everybody. They're starting to get much more clean as the drive off for the 71 is a little bit better for Stifler, as the 95 uses that lower line. Stifler trying to get to the outside of the 95 and does, and takes the front stretch. Lap 9 being completed. The 71 almost taking the lead away, but the 95 gets a better run. It looks like a little bit of incident happening. I heard the crash, but I don't see the caution, so things still continuing to run. There's the 71. Dorsey, it looks like he was involved just a little bit right there. You're seeing everybody take that line a little bit more seriously, as now the high line seems to be the line that is working for everybody. The 71 getting a better run off the back stretch, and coming into turn 3 and turn 4, the 71's taking the lead away from the 95. Better drive off. Todd loses to Stifler on the front stretch. Stifler leads right there at the line. Lap 11, green, green, green. There's the 35 of Hayes down there. There is the 28 of Yates. Looks like he is going to be different number relative, but they are still continuing to run around this track. Indestructible rubber ball, lap number 12. Here comes Stifler, Todd Yates, Hayes, Melgard, Marshall, Hobbs. There is Kyle Jarrett, Eric Dorsey, and Gailey out there. Zach Rinker, Anderson, Tenson, Mattingly, Reeves, Belt, Rogers, Fuller, and Woolley all the way there in the back. Eric Schaefer trying to compete back there in the back as well. We're going to take a look as the battle up front has settled itself down. Here's a little bit of what's going on. There's Zach Rinker in 11th trying to track down P10 as lap 13. It is a long 30 laps, so don't let it fool you. These guys are still trying to make it work, trying to make it stick and get their lines. There's the 22 of Jeff Rogers, the New York driver, trying to make his line right there in the midline, doing a great job of doing so. Battle for 5th and 6th going on right here. Sweet Melgard is trying to stick it to the inside and make it work of Garrett Marshall. Garrett Marshall is making that 789 run, that mid-high line out there. Great racing going on so far. We appreciate each and every one of you out there. Continue to watch all the cars that crashed so far. Calls for a absolutely. Jake Elrod, thank you for subscribing out there. Tony Kivett, thank you for cheering the bits. Thank you for all the cheers. Cheer Watt, PogChamp, thank you very much. I appreciate all that. Subscriptions going. Caution comes out. Third caution of the main feature. And they're going to get settled back in. Looks like we had a little bit of issue in the back. Let's take a look and see what happened. Here's Timothy. Looks like they were coming around number 30. Let's see what happens right here. Oh, the 73 gets right to the back of him. Didn't get that car turned around very easily, so the 73 collects the 14, and the 30 goes around. So that's how that goes. That is the way of the world and the way of the life. Do appreciate each and every one of you sticking with it. That's how the caution ended up. And, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Still continuing to go around. Third caution of the main feature. Still good racing so far. Still looking for that button that I know is here. Lap 15 being completed under caution right now. They're going to go back, and it's going to be about halfway through the race. The third caution says Rich and Jesse out there. Yeah, third caution does happen. It was a good hard-fought caution, though, because he just couldn't get that car turned. Trying to use that line to their advantage, but I do tell you, third caution is all right by me. We just had a nice full 12 laps of racing, but Fred the Flagman says, let's go, go, go. Green flag racing once again. The 71 of Stifler out front has the 95 of Todd right there. Stifler, Todd, Yates, Hayes, and Melgard. That's going to be your top five currently as they continue to get things underway. Lap 17 being completed under green flag conditions. Just over halfway through the race, and they are duking it out. Battle, battle, battle. That's what they're doing. A little bit of collecting. Looks like the collection plate got a little bit full back there. As we saw, this is what happened. There's Michael Woolley right there on the inside. There's the 41. Gets right in there, carries heavily, and then comes down and gets turned around. That nose of that car looks like a U-boat. That is absolutely perfect situation to be in right now. We're getting ready to be 18, 19 to go. Or I'm sorry, 11 to go. Untouchable Mike out there. Appreciate you very much. Woolley and Schaefer, yellow, yellow. Yeah, that was a back-to-back yellow. When we get under 10 to go, I believe the automatic single-file restarts are going to be in effect. I believe that's how that goes, and usually that's how it goes, but you never know. I just want to make sure that we get everybody, get all my stuff situated. Second race of the season, a 22-race season for everybody. As you're seeing Fred the Flagman up there telling everybody they got one to go. As the lights are off on the pace truck, we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing, Real Racing Online, Raise Energy Drink. This season is just getting underway, and a lot of the dirt street stockers or a lot of the dirt racers are about to be figuring out whether or not they're going to be able to race as well. So we've got some real-life racers, bumper-to-bumper traction going on right there. There's the 71. He gets a nice restart. Todd is right there as well. He's got some company right there on the rear bumper, the 71 and the 95. There's going to be the 28 and the 35. A little bit of contact coming, but still no big deal. Trying to make it interesting. Woo, they get a little bit dicey back there as the battle in from 5th and 6th. You saw them collect each other right there. 3 wide coming to the backstretch, but they straighten out right there. There's the 789, and then there's Yates up there as well. That battle in 4th, 5th, and 6th really making it interesting. Getting a little bit loose right there. It looks like the 28 of Yates, but marked as the 11 on your screen. 3 wide, hard battling. They are 3 wide going into turn 3. They are really bumping and grinding. Clean racing is what they're asking for. And I tell you what, these guys want it bad. They want it so bad that they are willing to get it dirty. They are continuing to run around. Dan Stifler, the 71, still out front. Lap 22 being completed under green flag conditions. There's Todd, Melgard, Marshall, and Jared. Hayes, Hobbs, Yates, Dorsey, Mattingly, top 10. They only have 7 laps to take care of all of their business. Continuing to run through. They are going to make sure that they continue to give it all they got. 71 of Stifler, just about 0.5 of a second off of second and third. There's Todd and Melgard. Stifler, Todd, Melgard. That's going to be your top 3. Long run, a long feature. That's what we've got. Lap 24 being completed under green flag conditions. They wanted to run green right here as the 71 continues to run his laps. Pit laps out. There is the 71 and continuing to come around. We're going to be 5 to go when he gets out of turn 4. Lap traffic about to be a problem for him, but I'm sure no problem that he couldn't be too inept to feet. So 5 to go. Lap 26 being completed under green flag conditions. The 71 with a comfortable lead out there. Laps are popping out for you. You're going to start seeing things show themselves. We are having a whole lot of fun right here at Lanier Speedway. Lap 27 being completed. Green flag conditions. Kyle Jared back there. You see Kyle trying to make the move on the inside of the 789 to 045, trying to make it work for 5th place, trying to take that 4th place finish away from him. Dan Stifler comes all the way up. He is coming across the start-finish line. Team Dirt Warrior number 71 making it work. Sticking. The 95 right there. They're going to come around here on turn 3. Into turn 3 right here. The 38 is up top, going to try to stay out of the way. Fred the Flagman gives him the cross stick, says 2 to go. Here we are, 2 to go right here. Lap 29 being completed in green flag conditions. Stifler, Todd, Melgard, Marshall. The feature is inept. They are running as hard as they can. Backstretch to the front stretch. The 46 branding dog named Hank, white flag comes to fruition. Ooh, Stifler gets a little bit blink going on right there. You're going to start seeing him coming around. Here he is on to turn 4. We got to make sure that we can see him complete. There he is. He comes around. He completes the feature and takes the victory. There is Stifler, Todd, Melgard, Marshall, Jared, Mattingly, Gailey, Fuller, Hayes, Dorsey. That's your top 10. Congratulations to Stifler, Mr. Dan Stifler out there for winning Week 2, the Brit C. Montgomery Memorial Lanier. 1, 2, 3 go Stifler, Todd, Melgard. Incredible run, incredible face, a whole lot of shaking going on. Schedule for next week, we're going to be at the famed Eldora. That's going to be at same time, same bad channel, 8:25. That's when they're going to be. As you see, there is your race winners. Rich and Jesse out there watching from your tablet is killing your eyes, but I don't want to leave because you love my videos. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the shares out there. Come on, Swede, Kinsey, go racing fellas. Melgard gets a big old yes. They was running 18 and 20 till the last couple of laps. They made it work. Thank you very much for all of the donations out there. Continue to donate. Go to signatureesports.com, click the donate button, and anything that we donate after the race, we want to make sure that we get over to the Brit C Memorial Foundation. Let's see if we have our drivers available to have a few little chit-chats. Quite possibly. Might be. There is Melgard. Wanted to speak with Dan Stifler. I'm looking for him real quick, guys. I want to make sure we talk to the race winner and let's see if we can talk to Swede. Quite possibly. We'll at least talk to Swede Melgard. Let's see if he is absolutely available real quick. I don't believe that I believe I can do that. Let's, well, can't bring anybody in. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually hoping that I'm going to do this without getting too far ahead of myself. Excuse me. We are in the broadcast booth. Let's move all the way over here. Let's see. That's just a little bit too close. Can't do it. I don't know what's going on. But we were looking forward to trying to talk to everybody. We appreciate each and every one of you out there. I just want to make sure that I tried to have the opportunity to speak with everybody, but Discord was a little bit busy right there. Well, thank you very much for everybody tuning in. And like I said, congrats to Stifler out there, Solid Racing. Thank you very much. We do broadcast 5 nights a week. We have 5 series that we broadcast for, about to be 6 very shortly. We have the Signature eSports Road Series. Of course, we have 5 series we're going to be broadcasting for. Wednesday night is the next time we're going to be live. That's going to be qualifying for the J.J. Watt Foundation Texas 300 for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. And Thursday we have of course, the live racing for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. Trying to show you guys the results, and I'm not sure what's going on with it, but terribly sorry about that. But they are right there on your left-hand side of your screen. I do apologize about it not popping up. We had some issues with STK Gaming that we had to get everything to get things working. Our broadcast starts right about the same time, same bad channel every single night except for Friday. So Thursday it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern is when we get our qualifying underway. Thursday is going to be same time, 8:15 Eastern. Friday is 6:30 Eastern. We're working on the schedule, but no, I'm sorry, 7 Eastern again. So we're going to be 7 Eastern on Friday. But when we start to doing road racing, we're going to do a back-to-back broadcast for the Wheel and Modifieds, brought to you by Burnt Rubber Podcast. That's going to be at 7 Eastern on Friday, and then we'll have the Signature eSports Road Series. That's going to be starting on October 2nd. But you can catch the Wheel and Modifieds there as well. Saturday nights is the famed Signature eNASCAR Truck Series. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. And then, of course, just like every Sunday, Real Racing Online Dirt Street Stock Series, that's going to be at 8:15 Eastern as well when we get things underway. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate each and every one of you out there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the shares. Thank you for all the donations that are going to go to the Brit C Montgomery Memorial Foundation, or wherever they need it to go. All of that money is going to be donated to them. Make sure that you go to signatureesports.com, click the donate button, donate what you can, and let's pad the wallet of these guys and try to get them some extra funds to help cover some costs of what they need. Hats off to the man himself, and I know that he's smiling down knowing that we had a great Dirt Street Stock Series race right here for Real Racing Online. For myself, Michael Woolley, the founder of Real Racing Online, we will see you Wednesday with the qualifying for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series.